Ximena admitted to Mike that she doesn't love him on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. But did she ever really love him?
Mike no puede ser lindo de físico, pero de corazón. Lo es.
Hard communication. Ximena lives in Colombia and speaks fluent Spanish, while Mike only speaks English. You can tell he tries to freshen up his Spanish vocabulary, but he only knows a few phrases or words.
Te amo.
¿Por qué la borras?
Te amo.
Communication is a big factor in a relationship for both romantic reasons and just to simply be on the same page as one another. Mike always has his phone out when they talk so Siri can translate their conversations, and it creates a disconnect between the two. But let's be real, their language barrier is the least of their problems. She thinks he's creepy. Before telling Mike that she doesn't love him, Ximena expressed how she finds him creepy.
Tú eres raro.
You are weird.
She showed concerns about Mike being creepy and not giving her enough space. She recalled a time where she was sleeping and she woke up to see Mike staring at her in a strange way, and she definitely got the ick from it. "You don't sleep so you can spy on me and look at me. I mean, what is that?" she asked Mike during their conversation. Mike, however, didn't find his actions creepy and told her that he watches her sleep because he thinks she's beautiful all the time. Oh.
I'm not spying on you. I just like to look at you because you're beautiful. When you sleep, when you're up, you're beautiful all the time.
Even though Mike tried to defend his actions, Ximena demanded that she sleep in separate rooms and that he was starting to lose her. Mystery man. On February 17th, Ximena posted a TikTok of a man who definitely wasn't Mike, and the video had fans suspecting that she moved on from Mike after filming. The video wasn't uploaded for a long time before Ximena deleted it, but a fan account grabbed a hold of the video and posted it to their Instagram account. The video was a compilation of FaceTime calls with her potential new suitor with a text that hints that they are in fact together. "I fell in love with your smile," the text wrote with a ton of heart emojis. A majority of the pictures shown were clips of the two having quite the bedtime FaceTime calls. The man was also shirtless in a majority of pictures. All signs are pointing that this is her new boyfriend. However, if her and Mike are together, then Ximena has some explaining to do. The sad part is, Ximena showed this man more love in this tiny video than she did to Mike throughout the season of the show. Their relationship is fake. 90 Day Fiance fans are starting to believe that Mike and Ximena's relationship was fake from the start, and they were used just to make entertaining reality TV. Mike tends to post memes on his Instagram account when responding to critics about his relationship with Ximena. He posted a meme of Charlie and the chocolate factory with the text, "You think reality TV is real? You probably think I have a real chocolate factory." Fans are also starting to think that Mike feels like his lady is getting a bad edit and is being portrayed as the season villain. The theory does make sense because Mike may be naive, but he can't be that blinded by love, can he? Ximena has shown her disgust for Mike so often that the only thing she seems to be with him for is for his lavish gifts and money.
Esa sala me la dio Mike. Este es el comedor. Me lo dio también Mike. La nevera me la dio Mike también. La estufa me la dio Mike hace como un mes.
Seeing how she treats him on the show, it's silly for Mike to keep spoiling her financially. But if the theory is true that Ximena got a bad edit and their relationship isn't as bad as it's portrayed, then we feel less sorry for Mike. Guess we'll have to see everything unfold at the tell-all. Their relationship was planned. Ximena has 2 sons from previous relationships and encounters, and apparently she had difficult pregnancies. Mike, though, has been adamant on having children with Ximena in the future. During their year-long online relationship before meeting face-to-face on the show, Ximena played along with Mike's wants and needs of having a baby. But during an episode of 90 Day Fiance, before the 90 days, Ximena told Mike tragic news that you think would have crushed him. The 25-year-old told Mike that she had an operation done after giving birth to her 2 sons, so she can't have any more kids. Optimistic Mike, however, didn't let that major news let his spirits down. He turned to IVF as an option, which is nice, but if Ximena is telling the truth about having difficult pregnancies, why would he want to put her health in harm by having another baby with him?
I just wish you would have told me. I just don't want any secrets between us.
Other fans think Ximena may be lying about not wanting to have children because she had no emotion when breaking the news to Mike.
Yo no puedo tener hijos. O sea, yo me operé y no puedo tener más hijos.
Since it seems like she doesn't want to be with Mike romantically, she probably doesn't want to have a kid with him either. He grosses her out. 2 words, personal hygiene. One of Ximena's biggest pet peeves of Mike is his gasyness and messiness. She called her sister Wendy to vent about Mike's manners, or lack thereof, and she seemed stressed. During a sweet, intimate moment between her and Mike, he farted while on top of her kissing. Talk about a mood killer. He also burped in front of her family, which really isn't cool. Ximena confronted Mike about his behaviors and even said that they're so disappointing that it makes her fall out of love with him. While Mike says he didn't mean for that to happen, he doesn't think that his gas problems are that big of a deal. Oh, Mike, personal hygiene is a big deal, especially when you just started physically seeing each other and are supposed to be in the honeymoon phase. Like Ximena's sister said, if it's already starting up, how is it going to end up? Surgery dealbreaker. Ximena has expressed her desperate need for a breast augmentation and said it will help her for her aspiring modeling career. When she and Mike went shopping for wedding dresses, the magical day ended with a big ultimatum. Ximena told Mike that she will not marry him until he agrees to pay for the procedure. Mike is pleased with the way she looks already, so he doesn't want to fork up the money for a surgery he sees as unnecessary. She laid down the law and demanded that he give her the money that week so she could have the surgery the day after he would leave to go back to New York. Mike was hurt by the ultimatum because he knew if he didn't pay for the operation, then there would ultimately be no wedding.
She should be wanting to use that money for our future together, but that doesn't seem to be on her mind.
Unimpressed first look. The first time you see the love of your life, you get butterflies. Ximena, however, was unimpressed with Mike's physical appearance when they finally met in person. She previously said that she's used to dating muscular men. Mike doesn't quite fit in that category. She said that their first kiss lacked passion, but was sure that it would get better over time. She also thought Mike was packing a few more inches and was shocked when she saw how tall he is. When I saw him, I was like, wow, he's shorter. But there is one thing that she showed interest in: his tiny glasses. No man on the gram. Following the mystery man scandal, it was noticed Ximena doesn't follow Mike on her Instagram, even though he follows her. He has made it IG a fish with her, but Ximena has 0 pictures of Mike on hers. That's suspicious. But Mike's friends aren't shy enough to hold their tongues when it comes to what they think of Ximena. One of Mike's friends commented on the repost of the TikTok video that Ximena made and spilled some piping hot tea. The friend confirmed the rumors and said he was even in the same hotel as Mike and Ximena when Mike went to visit her again. Poor friend. He just got back from Colombia yesterday, treated her in the fam de Cartagena, and that dude had a hotel room next door to Mikey's room, the friend wrote. Where do they stand now? It's all a bit confusing, especially with rumors swirling that Ximena has moved on. But considering she clearly got the breast augmentation and had a recent 25th birthday bash, the clues are pointing that Ximena and Mike actually are still together. You would think. Mike has been filming for 90 Day Fiance, but the leading lady he was with was not Ximena. So these two are officially over. And she covered up his tattoo. Talk about Control-Alt-Delete. Either way, we have our popcorn on deck for the tell-all to finally get all of our questions answered. What do you think of Ximena and Mike's relationship? Do you think she loved the idea of him before they met face-to-face, or was she just using him for financial support the whole time? Do you think that they're still together? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to The Things Reality.